Hello, hello, hello. Oh, okay. It looks like I'm live now. Hello. Hello to Kendall at Otter Creek Aquatics. Sorry, I do have trouble with that word creek right after otter. And also, hello, Unfiltered Aquarist. How are you guys doing today? And I think, hey, definitely is live. So, how you guys doing today? I'm probably going to wait a little bit longer to see if there's anyone else that's going to stream in. I had a little bit of a rough night. If you guys follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you probably know a little bit about it. Had a little fun, not really fun, but a fun experience last night. Something to do with something you should make sure to check when you're actually doing stuff. So anyways, I'm going to get into this live stream. It looks like at least 3 people are released here. But if you did follow me on Facebook and Instagram, definitely had to mention it on Instagram as well as Facebook. Anyways, yesterday I got my replacement for my CO2 regulator. I had issues with the CO2 art one that I had. They were actually kind enough to send me a new one. So anyways, I did get that set up yesterday after I got it, and I was playing around with it, trying to get it right. And I think this is what happened. I'm not quite positive, but anyways, I went to work, got home late last night. I got home around probably at 11:30. Midnight, I'm working on my new PC that I got. Well, new to me anyways. So anyways, I kind of glance at my main tank in the living room, and I'm like looking in there, and I'm not seeing the SB rasboras that normally hang out when they sleep. They kind of just float. Okay, I have a little warning. Give me 1 second here. Sorry. $2,500 is lower than recommended. Okay, can you guys see me okay over here? I'm probably going to need to adjust this here. Give me 1 second here. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So anyways, what happened was basically I get home. I look, and I didn't see the SB rasboras where they normally kind of float when they sleep. And I go to inspect it, and I actually have a few dead fish in there, and I also had a bunch of them just kind of like look like they're on their deathbed. So basically, I glanced over there, and it was a mess. But I guess what happened was I probably had the CO2 up too high during the day, and I pretty much gassed my fish. Fortunately, they aren't all. I did have some survivors, so I'm actually gonna walk over to my main tank right here, and actually, this is how my main tank is right now today. Let's see if I can flip around the camera here. But as you can see, I do have quite a few still living, and they're actually swimming around nicely today. So they actually are apparently going to survive. So I only lost probably about maybe 15 fish, unfortunately, though. Let me see if I can. So that's basically. Fortunately, my Pissogramin here is still alive and kicking. He's swimming around nicely right now, so I think the danger has been passed in here. So definitely a lesson. Oops, let me flip that back around. Definitely a lesson learned. So if you are going to set up CO2 and you're working with your settings, make sure you're actually there to see what's going on. Lesson learned definitely from me. Things happen, unfortunately, but I'm just glad I didn't kill all of them. I actually lost less than what. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Go ahead and answer it. What? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. But anyways, this was not what my live stream was going to be about today. I was actually going to be basically discussing how going forward, what my channel is going to be set up. Actually, for a while. I'm recording, babe. Okay, go talk to mommy, Levi. So basically, currently I have been going with been doing two videos a week. Yeah, not perfect timing, but lately I've been going with 2 videos a week. Actually, what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be cutting that down to 1. That way I can have a more scheduled approach here. I'm going to be basically releasing them on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. My time, which is Pacific time. I don't know if we're in standard or daylight savings time right now, but Pacific time. So it'll be at 3 p.m. on Wednesdays, 6 o'clock if you're in the Eastern time zone. Mainly because I feel like I've been rushing my videos out too much. I just feel I could probably do a better job if I actually take my time and actually edit them properly. Not that they've been coming out bad, in my opinion. I just feel like I've been rushed and I've been rushing them out. And unfortunately, I didn't have one this Wednesday because I've been having some computer issues with the computer I've been using to edit, which I'm actually fixing I actually ordered a new PC from eBay, and that so far seems to be doing great. The one video I was trying to edit for Wednesday wasn't rendering properly on my old computer, which is doing great. It actually did great on my new computer, so that's up and running. I'll have that out on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Now, Saturdays, like today, I might have some bonus videos I might release, or I might actually decide to do a little live stream. That way I could actually show off my fish tanks right here. This, of course, is I'm in my boys' bedroom right now. And this is actually the epistogrammas in the boys' room. Definitely doing great. And I don't know which one you're seeing right there. Yeah, that's Amy Rose right there. And then, of course, Optimus Prime and Bumblebee are right here. But that's what I'm going to be doing moving forward, is Wednesday releases. But that's pretty much the main reason for this live stream. Probably more live streams and more bonus. Yeah, love the names. Of course, that is from my boys naming them. My youngest son's a big Transformers fan, hence Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. Bumblebee gets a really nice yellow when she's in her breeding dress. And of course the other one, Amy Rose, is from Sonic. My older son's a big Sonic fan. So he named Amy Rose from one of the characters in Sonic. And of course, let me swing around here. I'm actually gonna sorry, my boy's room is a little bit of a mess, but I'm gonna swing the camera here. And I'm actually gonna this tank right here is a 10-gallon where I actually have that one is one of the pistogramma fries from, oh, okay, you can both see them. That's actually from Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. They're getting a little bit larger now. Definitely growing up. But that is the fry if you see my previous video, this is the fry from them. They're still kicking in here. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to be doing with these eventually. I kind of want to see how they grow out. And of course, there's one of the bristle nose back there underneath this filter. And of course I'm gonna need to trim this plant here. Flip this back around, go for a little walk again. But is there anything you guys want to see or talk about right now? All I know, Unfiltered Aquarius, your channel's doing great. I actually love watching that. Really good editing on your videos too, by the way. And I'm gonna step outside. Yeah, but actually I've been going through a lot of death in fish lately, so of course this is my outdoor tank. Unfortunately, I actually did lose my Pandagaras in here as well. Okay, I'm actually going to be making an undergravel filter, and I watched your video. Lost the rest of that note. Give me 1 second here. I need to see what you said. Let's see here. Okay, any tips for the undergravel filter? I know these ones I made more to be more movable. I would probably, I know when I did mine, I used drill bits and I drilled holes. One thing you might want to try considering instead of holes is slots. I was watching someone, I forget who it was, but in one video they actually used slots. That might be a good option as well, to use slots instead of holes. But I used a PVC like you've probably seen in the video. I was wondering which worked better. Yeah, I'm not quite sure which will work better. I think the slots would probably give it more space in there other than the holes. But if you do the holes or slots, I would definitely make sure that they're pointing down or downward at least. That way it's pulling more from the bottom rather than from the top of the pipes. But I would definitely use the PVC method, whether you scale up the ones I made. Maybe not get clogged with the slots. Probably won't get clogged as much with the slots, so that's probably a good way to do is use the slot method. I probably wish I did the slot method myself, but lesson learned. I mean, going forward, I mean, with my modularity of that, I could actually pull this out and actually change it eventually if I wanted to. Definitely a good way to clean this out. Were you planning on doing a modular one like that where you could actually remove it, or were you going to actually just put it underneath the bed of gravel to begin with? All I know is I love these color on these rosy barbs right now. Although this one right here, where's that one? That one I'm a little concerned about. I'm gonna have to look into that. I just noticed that, which it's a little black on the inside. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. I might have to do some research on that and see what's going on with that. It's going to be a 30-gallon tull, so probably under gravel, the complete gravel. Yeah, that's a good option. I mean, you could probably 30-gallon you could probably get away with modular, but I mean these ones right here are just basically bonus filters. The main filter in this one, of course, is that, but 30-gallon tull would probably be easy to do for the whole gravel and have it under the gravel. And of course there's the white clad I have concerns about as well. It has a black streak on the body. I'm not quite sure what that's about either. More researching to do. But definitely can't wait to see that 30-gallon tank that you're going to be putting together. I'm sure you're going to be probably recording that. I'm doing the setup for testing a new device. Can't wait to hear see what that new device is. But But that, of course, is my outdoor tank. Let me see what my temperature is right now on this. Right now it's 65 degrees. Okay. But I'm definitely loving this setup. I love these colorations on these barbs. And stream a little bit forward over here. And this, of course, is the plants that are being watered by that tank. And this upright fuchsia is flowering beautifully. Yeah, and it definitely is looking nice. The coleus is doing great, especially this one right here. That coleus is really taking off. That is also, if you look into there, it's actually flowering as well. Of course, you can see where the water's going. That one's getting water a lot. This one is getting water, but probably not so much. And of course, this guy is going slowly. But I don't know if I've been like I said earlier, I've been dealing with a lot of death. I did lose all the pandagars in here. Unfortunately, that's probably due to the temperature. Unfortunately. But sometimes you research and you think you know what you're doing, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. So pandagars probably do need a little bit more warmer waters. That's what I'm assuming happened to them. But fortunately, I'm dealing with some loss here this week. Yeah, trying to heat an outside tank is hard. I was trying to get away with not having to. So I'm probably just going to stick with these barbs and white cloud minnows, which are probably not going to need any kind of heating as they get used to the water. But these guys should be fine in the colder weather. I mean, we don't get that cold in the except for in the winter in Southern California. So these guys probably will be fine. I probably just have to worry about the really cold nights where it gets down to 40 degrees. Any plans for winter? I'm probably going to invest in a couple heaters and the Inkbird temperature controller, and probably deal with it that way. Probably have it really set low to begin with, probably like 63 degrees. That should be sufficient. These guys have been doing fine at 63 degrees at night. I think the lowest it gets right now is in this tank is right pretty much at 60 degrees. So I'm probably going to keep it around there during the winter. Definitely one thing I definitely recommend for these outdoor tanks is the Inkbird controller. That way you can actually set it for a cooler temperature. I think most aquarium heaters only go down to 65, if that. I'd probably keep it a little bit lower than 65. I'm going to be in this tank. I'm actually going to be more concerned about the summer temperatures when it gets really hot. But typically this tank is in a really well shaded area on my back porch, so it will not get any direct sun. It will get some direct sun, but typically that's only during sunset. One thing I need to take care of is someone left the water running a little bit out here, so I'm going to actually turn that off. But that's a few of my updates. One more tank I'm going to update you guys is my shell dwellers. Sorry, I'm being over dramatic trying to open the door here. Okay, gimbal. Maybe if I do it this way. There you go. This is going to be my last tank that I'm probably going to show off right now. Flip it around here. Which is my shell dwellers. These guys are doing excellent. Once in a while I do see some fry in here. Oops, let me try to get the fish in the shot here. I do get some fry. Unfortunately, I'm not really good at keeping them. I'm going to have to do more baby brine shrimp. And of course, my youngest son is stomping through the room here. But one thing I really like about these guys is they really rearrange their tank a lot. So it's never the same look. They kind of pile up sand all over the place. Oop, come on. Ah. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. My gimbal was acting funny. Yes, they are. They do decorate a lot. Never the same look, but that's pretty much what I wanted to go through on my live stream today. Do a few updates, tell you about where my channel is going. So that I'm gonna do one video a week, a bonus video on Saturday, and maybe a live stream. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to be basically go on and move on some other things. Double check my main tank to make sure I pulled out all the dead bodies, which one thing I have to unfortunately do is actually find